Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah and you'll be seeing me a lot on this channel. So this channel, it's all about having fun, it's all about fashion, it's about everything. Story time, telling you what is happening around. So yeah, just if you didn't subscribe yet, please subscribe and press the notification button for you to be the first person to be receiving my videos whenever I load one. And yes, today I'm going to talk to you about my first year experience here in South Africa. Yes, as you can see, I'm not a South African, I'm a Congolese, born in Congo, raised half in Congo and half here in South Africa. So I got here when I was a little younger, very young. And my first year in South Africa was not a good year for me at all. I didn't enjoy my first year in South Africa. It was very bad for me. It was very annoying for me. I really wanted to go back home because things was not going as good as I wanted it to be. I was not really young in a way that I can't remember or I can't think by myself, I can't take decisions. No, I was a bit older enough, but I can say young adult, is it the word? Yeah, I think so, but I was young, yes. So my first thing that was so bad for me, it was the weather. The weather was very bad for me. I knew moving in South Africa was going to be life-changing in everything in my life. The weather was the first thing. It was cold for me, even though it was not winter when I got here, but it was still cold for me. I was wearing jackets from morning to night, sleeping with my jacket every day. So it was so boring for me and I didn't like it at all. And whenever I go out, I have to have my jacket with me, and people will be looking at me like, what is going on? And you know, they were giving me that look, jacket this time. They didn't understand that I'm not doing it on purpose. Like, I'm not used to that. It's so difficult for me. It's cold for me. And Congo, where I'm from, it's a hot country. It's very hot. And here the weather was very cold for me. Even when it's winter, it was still cold for me. And the second thing that was so much bad, it was the currency. Okay, the currency didn't really take me that much long for me to learn the money. The only bad part that was a little bit difficult for me when it comes to South African money that time, it was the coins. Because back home we don't have coins, but back home our money starts with 50 rand. We have 50 rand, we have 100, we have 200 and up. And here in South Africa they have 50 cents, 10 cents even, and 1 rand, 2, 5, and then you start with 10 rand, 20, which is the paper money. And back home we don't have coins, we start with the paper money. Here they have coins and then they go with the paper money. So for me, coins was like, it's not money. Whenever I have coins, it was so difficult for me to count it, so difficult for me to know how much is it. So because it was like, it's a new thing for me, it was like a funny thing to have. But at the end of the day, I ended up knowing how to count the money, get used to it and get over it. But it was just boring that time. And the other thing, this was so much bad, it was the environment where I was. When I got here, when my parents were leaving, it was a very quiet area. The area was very quiet in a point whereby you don't even know, you can stay in that area for like a year. You don't even know your neighbors, you don't even know the people who live here. You don't know nothing. People don't know you and you don't know anyone. And I was asking myself, how am I gonna know people in this place? How am I gonna make friends in this place? And I still have to wait school to open, and I still have to wait. It was so much bad. You have to be at home. First, I'm feeling cold. I have nowhere to go. I have no friends. It was just bad. And the other thing was the language. Guys, Congo, we speak French. Besides French, we also have some other languages, like so many languages that I can't even say because it's a lot. I speak my other language besides French. So when I got here, I have English, not only English, South African languages. So it was so much life changing, so many things to learn, so many things to, it was just so many things to get over it. Like, it was a lot. The language was so much difficult for me. English back home, it was not a language where we would be, sorry about that. English, it was not a language where we will be speaking on the road with our friends and all that. No, English, it was only like study. They will teach you at school just for you to pass the class, just for you to understand, and they were not going so deeper. They were just teaching like verbs, conjugations, and all those small things. Hello, how are you, water, mother, father, the basics only. And we were not really paying much attention to it because we knew that English won't take me anywhere. This is a French country and all those. When I got here, and then I realized the importance of English in my life. Learning English was so much fun and difficult at the same time. Wherever I go to the shop, everywhere, I have to speak English. I have to read in English. I have to think in English. I have to respond in English, everything. It was difficult, guys. My first year was very, very bad. And after that, it was supposed to be registered at school. To be registered at school, I got here a bit late. It was in August. Yes, August. And in August, it's very difficult for you to get a school to be registered at school. It was very difficult. So my father managed to get me a school, but at the location, it was, I don't know, location, rural area, something like that. But it was a very, very nice school, beautiful school, but it was at the location. It's where my life was even very much bad. School, my first year at school was very much bad. I hated South Africa. I hated school just because of that. The person who made my school very much bad, it was my Zulu school. First, guys, I'm still learning English. As now, there you have to choose between one home language. It must be either Zulu, Xhosa, one of the South African languages. So I didn't have a choice. I had to choose one because I didn't get a space to in English country, in English school. I mean, sorry. So I chose Zulu. And my Zulu teacher was not friendly at all with me. My Zulu teacher made my life very difficult. I hated school. I didn't even want to go to school anymore. I even wanted to tell my dad, I even wanted to quit. Like, I wanted to tell my dad that I'm not going anymore. I'm done with this. Even the students at school were not good with me. They were not friendly with me. They were just rude with me. Like, I just hated school, especially South Africa. I hated it. I didn't see any good in it. I didn't see anything nice. And my parents, they knew that me going to school was not for me to pass for that year. It was just for me to get used to people, be around people, understand, learn the language, learn their language, English as well. And yeah, they knew that it was going to be like that. But me going to school was not what I wanted. I wanted to learn school. I wanted to learn English. I wanted to learn their languages, get used to South Africans. But what I found there was very opposite. I didn't like school at all. It was pretty much bad. And on my next video, I'll tell you what happened at school, what made me hate school, what made me hate South Africa when it comes to school, besides what I spoke to you about my other steps of what made me hate South Africa, what made me not be comfortable at the first year. Yes, but it was not really big deals, but it was my first year in South Africa. And what made it very worse, it's my first year at school. It was so much bad. But besides that, my next video, I'll tell you about my Zulu teacher, the person who made my first year at school very much bad. the person who made me hate school, the person who made me hate South Africa, the person who made me hate everything. So thank you so much for your time, guys, and please don't forget to subscribe if you didn't subscribe, and I'll see you next time on my next video. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much.